action, more music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 90.
The source claimed that the situation escalated into a confrontation involving the singer and his team, while Natasha's group reportedly included security personnel and men described as thugs. The management source also claimed that Two-Face and Natasha had been separated for more than 2 months. However, details of what triggered the confrontation remained unclear, and it was also unclear whether anyone was injured or arrested. Now, let me say what the story is about. Natasha brought thugs to Two-Face's friend's new lounge opening, the new 90s lounge in Abuja. She caused a lot of chaos allegedly, but the police arrested her thugs. Now, Two-Face took her inside the lounge and told her in person that he was no longer interested in the relationship anymore, 2 weeks after telling her on the phone that he was done. I don't know how to feel about this, right? I don't know if truly men like Two-Face see, because I'm like, this man has a child. She recently welcomed a baby boy, right? And I'm like, is it that easy for people to just up and leave? Right, because I don't get it. Anyways, it was so far. It wasn't even far-fetched because Two-Face has his seeds scattered everywhere. After Solomon, he comes next. No, after Solomon is Fela, then Two-Face comes next. So now let me take some comment. This one is from Trizzy Black on X. She says, "I remember when this woman was first introduced to the public as Two-Face's wife, and oh boy, the way Annie was scrutinized and dragged. Everyone swore this woman was a woman of great substance, an epitome of peace, maturity, and class, and that Two-Face had finally chosen peace. So what happened now? Did she suddenly stop bringing peace, or was Two-Face actually the problem all along? Because I distinctly remember how you people glorify this woman while saying some absolutely vile things about Annie." This one is from Twitter State Governor. "Separated for 2 months and she's already rolling up with security and full abduction plan. Natasha did not come to the event. She came for a retrieval mission. Two Baba thought he was performing at Faze's opening. Meanwhile, his estranged wife was outside treating him like a VIP package that needed to be collected. Honorable, really living up to the title. She brought the full parliamentary procedure. Motion moved, seconded by thugs, and passed with immediate force. Somebody please tell them divorce papers are cheaper than this level of action." Chris on X says, "Two-Face Idibia is one music icon that I respected so much, but honestly, divorcing Annie and settling for Natasha is like from frying pan to fire. Bro, stay away from relationship and focus on your music and make more money rather than wasting your time looking for something that will buy you." You guys, today talk this Two-Face matter. It don't even tire me. What did I not say when the scandal between Annie and him was so fresh? What did I not talk? What did I not say? So now with all of this happening, it's almost like the man just likes drama in his life. This whole piece that he was preaching and talking about when his news about him leaving Annie was out, this whole peace talk is na him be the conundrum, na him be the principalities and powers against himself. He is the weapon, he is the trouble, he is the fire. Because you would think that, Annie has actually snatched the piece away from him. Do you get? Yeah. You would think like that, because how I made my judgment that time was, what if how, she just somehow appeared to be the one at the receiving end, and so because of that, she won the public sympathy and the rest of it. I gave a subtle excuse for him, but what if he's actually the problem? What if he can't actually he can't commit because somebody that can commit would not have kids everywhere.
Only the ask question, the answer the answer yourself.
See, guy, I'm just tired of it. If it's publicity that you want, pay us. We will talk about you. Pay rhythm, pay silver. Like, just pay us. We'll come and talk about. We will drag you.
Money, I'll not talk about
come and pay us, because
time.
what's this? Like, it's giving
You're
teenage drama. It's giving prom drama, fighting over a man. Like, this man saying, I'm not doing it again. Oh, this
You must do.
what
see,
is it?
See, this case, for me, it deserves what it's getting. There is nothing anybody wants to do. But let me read the comments before I talk about it. So this is John from WhatsApp, and it says, "So Baba or whatever he's called should grow up.
Grow
If he needs publicity,
50-something-year-old man.
he should pay influencers or pay for adverts in the media. You should stop embarrassing his children." I mean, at this point, at this age, if you are still going around making a fool of yourself all over the media like this, there is nothing I'm going to say. This is the same man that said he found peace, right? He said he painted Annie to be the problematic one, the one that is not giving him peace, even though your actions is the reason you don't have peace. But you have to shift accountability to another person. You can never hold yourself accountable, even though you have treated this woman like trash, you have embarrassed her, humiliated her all over and over again. There were so many allegations of, shady things going on in the marriage, but I beg to differ. So now you decided to dump her after everything, and you went ahead to meet your peace, Mrs. Ni Idibia. I can never forget that, Ni Idibia. And then now Ni Idibia is saying, "I'm not Annie. Everything you think you could do with Annie and go scot-free, you are not going to do that." So you are now coming out to hold your baby tight. Too. You have to hold your baby tight by all means. That peace you have found, you are going to live with that peace. Thank you. You will not stress us in the media. Live with your peace and get over it, please.
It's not more his peace now. It is his trouble.
I have
It's
a
peace.
comment. So it's peace.
I have a comment on WhatsApp.
go on.
It just came in, and this person saying Two-Face can't control what's in between his legs. First of all, that's how he got himself into so many mess in the first place. Because if we say, "Oh, this mess," this is one of many mess that we've experienced Two-Face
In the history of messes.
So he must embrace this his peace of mind, though. He will embrace it. He will marry this marry, because rumor now has it that, okay, apart from the fact that he left the house for over 2 months, they've been seeing him with Annie. Is
that
Rumors.
real?
No, Annie actually came out to
they were-
debunk
that they were in club together.
I think it might
Is
be
it
an
real?
old video. I think
Camera,
it
they
could
pay
be an
people
old
eye.
video because she even came out to debunk it that she has nothing to do with him.
They are known for debunking. Actually, the thing is,
I understand, but actually for me, I'm sorry.
she has
for
been a
taking it out of
rebound
her
for
mouth.
a long time.
If she actually loves herself, I don't think she should go back. That marriage is not healthy, because this man, the basis of him coming back is now him realizing that nobody is going to tolerate his BS. Him going out is going to see Shege. So it now feels like, okay, I've gone out, I've tried to experiment.
Nobody
but
can
I'm
carry
saying
my-
that there is no fool like you. So I'm coming back to you as the
There
fool
is
that
no
you
fool
are.
like
so
you.
please take me back, my beloved fool.
Oh,
That is what
Annie,
it feels
you're
like if Annie
beloved
goes
fool,
back
oh.
to him, honestly.
I beg you, Jerry. Two-Face should not worry our life. We can move on if it's fine.
All right, let's move on to the next conversation. Let's move on to Lagos State Peking. Yeah, because these are the children of Lagos State. So Lagos RRS launches midnight operation against hoodlums that have been extorting motorists on Lekki Ajah Expressway. So the Lagos State Rapid Response Squad has commenced a midnight enforcement operation targeting hoodlums accused of harassing, intimidating, and extorting motorists along the Lekki Ajah Expressway. So according to the RRS announcement, officers will patrol vulnerable areas overnight to arrest individuals who block road, demand illegal payments from motorists, and create security concerns for commuters. And this move is also coming from increased complaints from residents about this group of street hoodlums, this agberos coming out to extort people, stopping vehicles, intimidating driver, and extorting money, particularly at events and late at night. Like we said, Lagos State children. So let me take a couple of comments. This is from Tola, and she says, "This is the monster you people have created. This is the Lagos you built with the children of the government. They come out with so much entitlement and nobody has stopped them. Let's see how it's going to go." You see, honestly, for me, this is this should have been done long ago. I don't even see the reason why the Lagos State took this long to actually, come out to couple of this, because I could remember during Fashola's regime, they no born you well. Like, how do you, even as an average human being, if your dressing is questionable, to say the least, let's say as a mechanic you are looking tattered and you are looking so unkempt, they could pack you up as part of all these mad people. It is very, very easy. So you just know that you could like not try. You could not try rubbish, right? From 2007 to 2015, Fashola made sure to actually put a lot of initiatives in place, funded security enough so that they can take these people seriously. They can pick them off the street, and nobody had the boldness to just come out and start attacking people and the likes. But have you seen this recent years? We've been clamoring about it, but it feels like the Lagos State government is not hearing us, or maybe because allegedly these people are tools of the government. Maybe this is why nobody wants to take them seriously, because they go to parties, they just make life miserable for people. I saw a tweet where a guy was complaining about how he closed his business down in a span of a year, and this was a business that was booming, but the whole Agbero thing just turned the business upside down. He found a good location. He was making sure to create jobs for people by sourcing the materials and cooking whatever they're using locally, and it was moving business for them. And before you know, a lot of people were patronizing the restaurant, and this Agbero got to know. They now went to the junction that is leading to the restaurant, and started extorting people from there. So it now became a thing of, if I'm going to budget 10,000 naira to eat at this restaurant, I'm also supposed to budget about 10 to 15,000 naira to settle Agbero. So what are you putting in your food that's wanting me to risk my life or risk my finances just to come and get your food? So before you know, a lot of people that were always patronizing the restaurant, they stopped coming, and this guy had to close down. And before you know, it took business from the people that were working, from the fufu sellers that were supplying them, to the meat sellers, to the people that are helping them with the butchering of the meat and all that. So in one way or the other, it is affecting the economy. And have you seen the level of entitlement these people, what they have? I don't even want to. I'm so frustrated, because you see them just coming out with so much boldness. It feels like it is our entitlement, and nobody is going to hold us to it. So is it that they are so above the law that the Lagos State government doesn't want to do anything about it? And this whole parking now, how sure are we that they will not be back on the streets in the following months coming, Abi?
Yeah, exactly. Now, there was a comment we read earlier that said that, very soon now they'll be back to the streets again. They'll release them and they'll go back. Okay, I think someone sent it on WhatsApp.
Yes.
That very soon now they'll release these boys and they'll go back into the streets. And the entitlement for me, though, like, where do they sell that kind of audacity? Where people have so much entitlement to your own hard work, to your own money. Like, these boys, these dogs, they feel like, now we get area. How you go buy expensive car? I was talking about, the video I overheard this morning, where some of the talks were like, Bella Shmuda will sabi am for this area. If you want share money, 200 we bring out from pockets, no reach 10. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? So that they gauge how much you're supposed to. Yes. Oh my God. It's so absurd, and it's very disturbing. It's one thing to say, oh, you're packing them. That's very performative. But what's the long-term solution to all of this, really? I beg.
See, I'll continue to blame the current Lagos State administration. That's like, I'll say it anywhere, right? Because of what use, I think I was talking about this last week, of what use is this National Union of Road Transport Workers? That has been a guise that caused tyrants, that caused menace into the society. You can imagine, I'm just remembering the time that my dad and I were robbed, honestly, because it's just very ugly. A lot of people have had experiences that are so sad. A lot of people have had sad encounters with these people, and it's almost like, make I give them everything they want so that I don't get harassed further. Because even if I get harassed further, who am I going to go and complain to? Many times, most of these police are complicit in the same acts that these people, perpetrate on ordinary commuters, of ordinary civilians. So it doesn't really mean, so what you're arresting them as so that what will now happen, they should be conscripted into the army. At least it would be like, okay, they have tiny bit of relevance, because if you are arresting them, what next? Are you going to, is their case going to be taken to court, or is it just going to be another something that will just eat the dust and we're not going to hear anything about it anymore? What's next? It's not enough, or it's not enough consolation to hear that they have been arrested. We know that in the regular Nigerian justice fashion, I mean, it's so sad to talk about, but that's really the reality of what is going on. These people have been causing problems. There are a lot of them under the bridge. There are a lot of them chasing Korope to collect money. I hate them with every single thing in me. Like, I just feel like if these people are out of the streets, right? I'm not saying
really
Lagos
want them out of the streets.
They should. That's what I'm saying. That's why I keep saying that they are complicit in one way or the other. If these people are out of the street, a lot of people would breathe. A lot of people would be sane. Because me that don't have car, I know wetin I dey see, right? Now me that can't. Imagine somebody that has car, wetin the person go come dey see. Imagine, sorry, God for, imagine your car breaking down on Third Mainland Bridge, or imagine your car breaking down on that Lekki Ajah Expressway. Imagine your car breaking down in very, very vulnerable areas that are prone to midnight and daylight robbery. It's not even robbery that happens, midnight and daylight robbery. Where you know say you go start? Like, how do you even want to start? Where do you want to start from? It's not safe for you to stay in the car, and it's not also safe for you to stay outside your car to call someone that would come and fix the whole situation that has happened. So, like, what exactly are we doing? Are we pretending? Do we even have a government that is working? Do we? I was thinking about I was having this conversation with my dad yesterday. Lagos State is now a mega refuse house. It is a refuse dump. And we have a state government that is in charge of waste collection. What is going on?
My sister.
This
one is a recent problem.
Guy, everywhere is now decorated with refuse.
Oh God!
You look
did they go on strike?
I heard that that Ojota side where they come to, like, when you're passing that Ojota, you see that stench. That I heard that place is filled up. So now they have to start going to Ekpe. And going to Ekpe, commuting to Ekpe every now and then. So I'm like, we have more than one.
Baby girl,
we have more than one truck, right? We have more than one truck that is situated in different communities. You're supposed to go pick up waste. And what is the big deal in it? Because these people collect money from us.
Obviously, they big deal because the entire Lagos is smelling.
Lagos is ugly, filled with dirt. Everywhere is dirty, and we have governments. Such a sad reality. Anyways, guys, we just want to sip our coffee. I think I've spoken so much, so I just want to drink water and then take my coffee while we enjoy the music break that we'll be leaving you. Remember that you're still plugged into Watered with the Watered Girlies, Vera Chukwu, Eniola Adekunle, and Chidera. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
3.7 FM didn't just play music. We scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on Third Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music. we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound.
Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, brothers and sisters, mommies and daddies, to What's Hot on Rhythm 93.7 FM. And you're currently plugged in with the What's Hot girlies Chidera Amakanya Dio Vera Chuku and the one and only Eniola Adekunle Diamond.
Diamond Lomo. Say it again. Say it
Diamond.
again.
We're just
That's
vibing
me.
to that Davido's. Is there anything Davido does that is bad?
I know.
Okay, this
that.
song
Yeah.
is. I mean, I just heard that he released an
The
album.
album is nice.
And you know the good thing about the album is
just
he's
hearing
selling
that.
directly to listeners.
Wow.
He's not even, about the whole. There's been a saga in the music industry about, streaming royalties, money that artist is making, and then money that people would have to pay for music and not see revenue. So Davido is one person that has come out to do something that no artist have had the full chest to do. I mean,
one for a reason.
Oh,
Yes,
no
right.
worries. But anyways, let's move on to our next conversation. Vera Chuku, what do you have for us?
Yes, so former Ekiti State Governor Ayo Fayose has linked Nigeria's unreliable electricity supply to the country's population growth, arguing that power outages limit nightlife and recreational activities. So Fayose said, when it gets dark and there is little electricity, many people stay indoors with their spouses, leaving them with fewer alternatives for entertainment. He suggested that improving electricity supply will encourage more nightlife and social activities outside the home. Somebody now said, this one is Piyoshe says, beer parlor talk. Slemzy official says, with all due respect, sir, this statement is absolutely nonsense. Then Creative Max says, who be the implug? We got a long way to go in this country. To think that political leaders don't have sense. And this one I'm saying it with my full chest, because the ones that have sense, you people are being disgraced. We're not seeing you people.
Yeah.
The ones that don't have sense are more. It's like 98% don't have sense, because how can a political leader in his right frame of mind come out and say that the reason why we have a growing population is because there is no light? That he didn't even end there. He accused the entire men gender, that they have no other thing creative to think about other than jumping on their wife like cocks and then waiting for their wives to lay eggs after 9 months. This is absurd. This is an insult to his gender, number one. This is an insult to every intelligent person, and make it make sense that in a country where we have sane people, insane people are the ones leading.
Because the insane people have the resources to get to the top now. Us, we just stay here. Because how is you said the reason for electricity is the reason for lack of electricity.
No, the reason for high population is because there is no electricity. So when there is no light, men will go and jump on their wives.
How do these people think? Like, how do they think exactly? I mean, is it that they just want to warm their mouth and they just say anything that will just put them...
And the fact that they come out to social media, to the blogs, to news, to come out and say all this rather nonsense is what I cannot even wrap my head around.
I don't know what to even say.
This is clownery at its finest, honestly, and this is one of the most stupid thing I've heard in a long time, because this is just showing how questionable our leadership is in Nigeria, right? We don't have people that are meriting of the position, because if you are actually well equipped to be in that position, you would not sit down and think and decide that, oh, this is what our people need. Oh, this is what I think is the problem. So out of all the things, lack of employment, low quality of life, or you understand that kind of thing, people don't have money, the inflation rate, the money people are earning is not even tallying with the amount you are supposed to spend on yourself or on children, the rate at which things are expensive. So all those things, you are not thinking about them. We talked about how, these northern governors will just come out and think in their wisest sphere of thinking or mind or imagination. They will think and decide that the next form of empowerment for our people is to sponsor mass weddings.
Yes,
sponsor mass weddings, have them pop babies left and right, because there is no any dopamine activity for them. It is only sex.
Yes,
so you think like electricity, even if you fix this electricity, which I don't think any of you is even ready to fix, we have been talking about this since 19 whatever, even if you fix the electricity, how many Nigerians have the money to actually go out to enjoy themselves? Do you see the rate of things? Even as young people, we going out with our friends and you have to calculate something as small as going to the cinema is expensive, because you have to calculate the right fare.
And then I have not seen Spider-Man. That's why she's paying.
No.
Imagine
I have benefit. I work with Silverbird. Don't play with me. But anyways, how many people have that kind of opportunity? You want to go out with your friends. My friends group now, we have planned like 6 trips with our mouths, but we dare not, because by the time you calculate the money, what you are earning is not tallying with what you are supposed to spend. But somehow, in your wisest mind, you sat down and decided that it's because of electricity. This is why our population is rising. So stupid.
This fire shame, man, you don't have sense. So honestly, I don't know who your advisor is or who your social media is.
That's why we are
social media handler, rather.
It's such a shame how these people think. It's such a shame to think that we may have people who are brain rot in leadership position. It's such a shame that...
Do you think we may, or we do have?
We are representative. This one now,
it's such a shame that this
no
is
sense.
what is coming out of them. I mean, what's his position? What was it, like a former whatever? Because how exactly did we get to this point to give reasons for why we do not have electricity? It's not more as a result of low megawatts or whatever, all those jargons that they used to speak. It's not because it's so sad.
The thing is, he came out to say that population is increasing because there is no light. Now, Eniola said something. I'm on my own, JJ. Eniola now reminded me of how pained I should even be, because a governor will wake up tomorrow and say it's mass wedding he wants to sponsor, and tomorrow now population will increase, yet Agbaya Olodo Rapata wearing agbada with red cap without sense we now come out to say that the mass wedding is not the problem, that the problem is the fact that there is no lights.
Very silly, man.
Hey God, I beg, let's move on.
Yes, let's move on.
Sometimes we should just gather, clap our hand and be laughing at these people. Let them know that they don't have sense.
As if that one is not enough, this is from the Inspector General of Police, Tunji Diso, saying that he removed the Osun State Police Commissioner because politicians and parties were complaining about him. I saw this and I had to read it again. And then I went back to read it again to maybe have an understanding of what he meant by him taking someone out of office simply because he got complaints about said person from politicians and political parties, right? So Osun State is in the middle of the 2026 governorship election cycle. The election was set to be scheduled for August 2026. Now, there have been complaints about political bias surrounding the Osun Police Command. For example, in December 2025, a political pressure group accused the then minister Ibrahim Goton of bias and called on the IGP and Police Service Commission to intervene. So when the police removes a commissioner because politicians are complaining about him, how they what form of assurance should we now get? Because what form of assurance should we get from said police, or should we be asking vital questions? What happened to whether the man, went against the standards that has been set by the police force as a body? So one can just be taken out of office simply because you got words about hearsay on the streets, simply because you heard a politician or you heard politicians and political parties complain about said politician. What if this said commissioner is not dancing to their shady tune, and that's why they had to take him out of office? I mean, I'm just guessing because I'm just having wild guesses, right? The police force cannot be trusted. They have broken our trust a long time ago. So what if this person was actually doing something different, and as a result of that, he was perceived to be someone who would hinder or impede the plans that they have in preparation for the upcoming election? Why are you taking him out of office? What happens to scrutinizing his actions for a while, and then if he's found wanting, you kick him out or yank him off immediately? What happened to that? What happened to actually checking and balancing such person? I mean, we have the police force as a check. We have the theory of checks and balance existing in every sector of the economy. It's just that there's nothing like accountability here in Nigeria. So why are you kicking someone out simply because a politician or politician says, oh, this person is so and so? Now let me take some comment. This one is from Sumi. Oh, Sumi, no. Sumi on X. So you're literally saying anybody that should complain to you because they do not like a police officer. By the way, people who don't type with punctuation marks, it gives me headache in my head.
You don't another one.
Where else do you want to have a
I don't understand.
No matter how much sense you make, in fact, that sentence is already useless. Now I feel like this person is saying something, but what happened to full stop placement? What happened to comma? I beg, I'm so sorry, I can't read it.
She knows it's small thing they vex you.
So this one is from Stone Egbon. He said, I thought you would do better, but I am ashamed of you, Tunji Diso. I've always felt you would bring change to the NPF. Like, I know power in Nigeria always bring out the evil in men. But remember, after this, you'll be retired, then a common man like everyone else. Chai. So this one is from Emmy Black King. Is only, gosh, please, you guys, there's something called self-education, right? We have Google. I'm deviating. We have Google, and you could actually learn punctuation placements. It is important. Like, that's why reading comments, they tire me sometimes. It's like, what am I reading? Where do I need to stop? Where do I need to pause? Where do I need to stress words? Anyways, that's besides the point. This one is from Joseph Shoremekun. Did you investigate the complaints to establish its veracity? The booby trap this could bring is that politicians may throw up unfounded complaints against a diligent officer tomorrow for him to be removed, or a truly negligent officer may be shielded by mere transfer. Act, please. This man spoke facts. Honestly, like, he spoke facts. Again, I'm not saying the person who was removed was a devil, and I'm not saying he's a saint. But
No,
what
he
exactly?
was transferred. It was not removed.
Oh, he was transferred.
Yes,
Whatever the case may be, why was he transferred? You see why this thing is shady. You see what I've been saying since. Anyway, the ground is open for you guys to speak.
Okay, let me take this comment. There is absolutely nothing wrong with transferring him to another state. So, because they have elections coming up, so they don't want a police commissioner who has been in bed with the incoming governor or the former governor. They want a police commissioner who would be neutral. Okay, I understand that, but the basis on which they are removing him is actually questionable, because let's leave this whole police thing aside. Last week we talked about EFCC freezing the assets, the state government account, so that way they wouldn't be able to pay workers and all that. We've been seeing so many things, so many allegations, especially this Osun State, whatever. So now removing the police commissioner out of nowhere, saying that okay, politicians have been complaining. What does that point to? What finger is that pointing to? It's showing that there is something going on behind the scene, and a lot of people are actually alleging that this is in a bid to actually frustrate Governor Adeleke out of the office, to make sure he doesn't win the election again. It is alleged, you understand? So, but you now coming out to say some politicians have complained about him not being. I mean, if he was working in favor of those politicians that complained, they wouldn't have come out to complain, and maybe you wouldn't have removed him. So it's more like, did you carry out your due diligence? Did you conduct the right investigations to find out that okay, maybe this man is complicit in some form of shady business? This is why we are transferring him to another state. Not that on the basis that some politicians complained about him, that is why we are removing him. Come on,
yes,
we all know how power works in Nigeria now, so let us not kid ourselves.
I think that's where I also have an issue, but you know, there's been several comments coming in, and this one says the complaint with that was that he was supporting incumbent governor's party, okay, and that would be detrimental to the other parties during election, which we hold next Saturday. This is just one of the police commissioner who may be replaced after the election. Now we get it. It sounds clearer coming from Nigerians, but it does not sound clear coming from the right office. Do you understand? Now, if Tunji Disu had come out to say, to read, because these are strong allegations that he's in bed with the wrong people, right? So if these allegations came from the right office, it would have been one thing. But then Nigerians are the ones now helping the right offices to give or disseminate information. So people too will still argue these informations coming in, because they are just Nigerians can easily see them as mere comments, as you know, your own opinion, your point of view. Meanwhile, the offices that are in charge of giving us the right information are even confusing us the more, because make it make sense that the actual article states that, you know, the commissioner was removed, reason being that, you know, other politicians were complaining. That's not a very good look at all. But if the article states that, you know, he's been in bed with, you know, opposition parties and they don't want anyone who is going to be biased, then that would have been a different case entirely. There's something fundamentally wrong with our political offices in Nigeria and how informations are being disseminated to the public. There is something absolutely wrong with it, because Nigerians cannot come and be the one you know, correcting information on behalf of certain offices that should give us the right information. Yeah, more. This one is strong.
Vera, this one's strong, as you said. Anyways, want to go sip coffee for a while, and you know, we'll leave you guys to enjoy this particular music. Don't go anywhere. Remember that you're still plugged into What's Hot on Rhythm 93.7 FM. We will be right back.
One family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians in the diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight thoughts under an open sky, there has always been one frequency riding with you. Rhythm 93.7 FM didn't just play music, we scored your moments. When you celebrated, we turned it up. When you stumbled, we lifted your spirit. When the nation held its breath, we stayed present, informing, connecting, caring. Across Lagos, Port Harcourt, Benin, Abuja, and every heartbeat in between. One rhythm, one sound, one family. And now, beyond borders, streaming across continents, connecting Nigerians.
Welcome back from such break, guys. By the way, Niola is the DJ in our midst, right? I don't even know how she just randomly pops up music that when you're like, oh my god, this music once existed.
You're welcome. All right, moving on to the next conversation, you guys. This one is quite heartbreaking, to say the least. So I saw a video where a Mercedes-Benz crashed into a herder and it killed the herder and 11 cows on River State Highway. So in the video,
that man is in trouble.
Man, Nigerians I'm so exhausted because in the video, the people that made the video were much more concerned about making the videos.
Okay.
And recording one. I think they had 2 headers, and the second header that did not die was trying to resuscitate one of the cows, and his fellow header laid there. I think that one was already dead at that point. But the people there, I really don't know. Maybe because we don't have the right knowledge when it comes to accident victims and all that. Because it felt like everybody was much more concerned about making a video, and you are watching these people just die. And the fact that you see how horrible it is that in Nigeria things could happen and nobody knows who to call. Nobody, most people I know that some people argue that we have this emergency response and the likes, but how functional is it? How fast is it that now these people in question, the first aider has died, the people that drove the vehicle, they fled the scene because they most likely were scared of people pouncing on them and all that, and now unfortunately just like that they lost their lives just because some people were speeding. Man, this is sad.
It's very sad though, especially that rapid response is a real thing. Where is that man, that Fayoshe man that said that people are giving birth because there is no light? He cannot see that he will initiate solution.
I can't believe you're even talking about this
because it does not have
the
sense.
is useless.
like he cannot, in his brain he can't think that, okay, let them find a way to solve this rapid response menace. I mean, it's so sad, really. Whether we like it or not, till the world ends, as long as there's technology, people will prioritize bringing out their phones to record, right? People will prioritize it. But if other people know that there's a certain number that you will dial and help will come, be rest assured that help will come. Now, let's say we have a rapid response system. They'll tell you fuel no dey the car, that they need to fuel it, or they'll tell you that it broke down on the road, or they'll tell you they have not serviced it for a long time because their guy is busy on vacation. The person who is supposed to sign off for the car to go and get maintained is on vacation. See, this country is now finished. Finished. Finished.
And can we talk about how terrible it is that we are still backwards in the sense that this open grazing of a thing? Because I feel like this is an avoidable
accident. They will respect
accident.
Cows more than
these people. There has to be a centralized form of grazing. Maybe the northern, especially the northerners are largely the ones involved in all of this herding of cows and all that. What are their leaders doing? What is it that you can't put something in place for people to actually efficiently herd their cows and feed them and whatever? Because now these people are just moving around from place to place, and they are so vulnerable to many dangers. See now, just out of nowhere, because they were trying to cross an expressway, a car out of nowhere hit them and one of them lost his life. 11 cows died for that, just like that. I mean, what is being put in place to
cows died? I'm not laughing at the loss of the cows, but
no, it's sad.
It sounds funny.
It's very sad that they will place the life of cow over the life of human beings safe in this country. Apart from the fact that that's not the context here, on so many occasions we have seen where the herders will tell you that the life of their cow is much more important than the life of a human being.
I mean, one of the herders left his fellow herder and was trying to resuscitate a cow. So what are we even saying?
Exactly. Problem deal. Yeah. Now, wow.
All right, let's move on. Sister Vera.
My sister in the Lord. Anyways, moving on to the next story. While I know they finish, all the use of Kalu on a senator, because right now anyone that seem as if they don't have sense, I will direct it as owner, so that the owner in this context, they will have sense to hear that, to see who their senator is or to see who their leader is. He has come out now talking to President Bola Tinubu, saying that he should introduce 2-year amnesty for former public officials accused of diverting government funds. He also said that the policy will give those holding allegedly diverted money an opportunity to return it without prosecution. He believes recovering funds and bringing them back into Nigeria's financial system could help stimulate economic growth. I'm going to take 2 comments. This one is Fredosa. He says, things you thought you will never see. Now one of them be this. And then this other person says, oh gee, now my God go turn you to pillar of salt this night. The guy got an amen, no? Amen, this night, I know go fit pass this night. He give the pillar of salt timeline. It's so sad that you people, Senator Orji Uzor Kalu, look at his life, look at how he is. Say that all the people that have stolen public funds, people like that Fayose, they should allow them. I'm not saying that he stole public funds, allegedly, because he had even the man himself, he came out to say allegedly holding public funds, that the president should just say, if since 1960 you have been stealing, or you release the money and go scot-free. Can you just imagine? When we don't have rapid response in Nigeria, 11 cow don't die for one of the story now like this go. They never resuscitate human being, finishing an animal they want resuscitate, I mean, and then by a rather nonsense, your senator will come out and say that they should allow people who have scattered Nigeria to go scot-free, just like that, no consequence, no nothing. See, I wish that apart from pillar of salt that this person have wished on him, he should just receive hand of slap from where he is now, just left, right and center. They should just sound him slap so that his brain will reset, factory setting.
Okay, so we all know that public corruption is one of this country's greatest obstacles to getting to development, right? Because in one way or the other, the fact that someone somewhere feels like the money that is meant for millions of people should belong to him and his family member is denying some people access to good roads, is denying some people access to good health care. We have a lot of underfunded hospitals in Nigeria. We have a lot of children that are out of schools. We have a lot of schools that don't have the right equipment that they need to actually teach students and the likes. And we just have terrible quality of life generally. We don't have electricity. Insecurity is plaguing the country, and all of this is stemming from the fact that people are stealing this money and there is no form of consequence for them, right? So for a senator to come out to boldly say, oh, the president should, pardon these people, it feels like he's indirectly admitting to something. I don't want to accuse anybody, but if you are not trying to, if it's not like you are doing something shady, why are you coming out to appeal to the president to pardon people that have been crippling the development of Nigeria generally? I mean, it makes no sense. It's only in Nigeria they'll come out to say things like this, and you just be questioning, do you take the people that you're governing for a fool?
Exactly.
Anyways, Eniola, your guess is as good as mine, because I don't understand what is going on. At this juncture, this is how we wrap up today's edition of What Hot on Radio 93.7 FM. I know you had the great feel of the conversation, so I'm not going to ask you twice, right? We're going to come your way again tomorrow, same time with a much better vibe. Catch us on TV. We'll also be airing tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Until then, stay buzzing, stay talking, stay hot. My name is Chidera Amakanya Dioha.
All right, guys, thank you very much for staying tuned with us. I hope you enjoyed our conversation. My name is Eniola Adekunle. I'll see you next time.
Have a wonderful day if you can. My name is Vera Chuku. Bye.
The diaspora and global listeners searching for the sound of home. We didn't just grow, we grew with you. Through weddings and wins, through heartbreaks and hustle, through late nights, early mornings, and everything in between. Because it was never just radio. It's lifestyle, it's culture, it's connection. More music, less noise, more feeling, more life. This isn't just a station. This is your rhythm. Rhythm FM, growing with you everywhere. From your very first day in secondary school, to campus dreams that kept you awake at night, to that first job interview that changed everything. From traffic on 3rd Mainland Bridge to quiet midnight